Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farzana binti Bahrudin. My metric number is 2025158017. Now, I will present about reskilling for resilience, building competitive advantage through human capital. Reskilling in the modern organizational environment is not limited to learning activities anymore, but refer to acquiring new skills required for changes in workforce composition, technology usage, and organizational development process. This topic is very topical in terms of change and organizational development since modern organizations have to face many challenges caused by innovations like AI, automation, digitalization, and economic instability. According to the World Economic Forum 2025, 39% of key skills will change by 2030, and 63% of employers regard the skills gap as the biggest challenge for the organization's development. In turn, 85% of employers consider upskilling as one of the top priorities. This demonstrates that organizations not implementing any skill development strategy will struggle in competition. Human capital can be viewed as the basis for organizational resilience in such conditions. As highlighted by Sheila, Ramaya, and Hazlina 2023, the development of organizational resilience should not only involve technological advancement or finance, since an organization should possess competency, knowledge, experience, and attitude. The major problem today is that organizational change happens much faster than the adaptation of employees to such changes. New technologies such as AI, cloud computing, automation, and big data are affecting everyday activities. Skills which were relevant in the past will no longer be useful soon enough. Asidu and Tanakwa 2025 point out that skills which used to be in demand have become redundant already, and companies need to develop strategies for constant skills development and reskilling of employees. One example can be a company which uses AI chatbots to serve their customers. In this case, employees will not need to answer questions for their client manually anymore. Nevertheless, employees' participation will still be needed in dealing with complicated situations and analyzing data provided by customers. Also, employees will be responsible for maintaining the company's communication policy ethically. Moreover, the problem of the digital skill gap are arising. According to Aldrin and Salamin 2024, skills related to the digital world are not limited only to proficiency in using a computer, but they also comprise technology use, cybersecurity, content management, communication and collaboration, critical inquiry, responsibility, well-being, and identity and development. In other words, besides providing technical training, companies should be capable of fostering such abilities as critical thinking and digital ethics. The first positive effect of reskilling is its ability to increase organizational resilience. In the process of acquiring new skills by employees, organizations gain the flexibility needed to respond to changes in the external environment and adapt to crises. According to Sheila 2023, organizational resilience is closely associated with employee competency since their combined abilities ensure that organizations can effectively respond to different disruptions such as digital development, economic recession, supply chain problems, and human mistakes. Second, reskilling ensures that there is a source of competitive advantage for organizations. Human capital is viewed as an important organizational resource due to the inability of competitors to duplicate employees' knowledge, expertise, dedication, and creative approach to work. By enhancing employee skill, organizations are able to boost productivity and generate a team of innovative and adaptive workers. Sheila 2023 argued that human capital is seen as a key source of competitive value because it includes education, experience, task-related competency, attitude, motivation, and commitment, among other factors. Thirdly, another positive effect of reskilling is that it leads to increased engagement and retention of employees. Sido and Tanakwa 2025 assert that business with effective skills transformation process cannot only attract and retain talented employees, but also foster innovation and performance improvement. From the viewpoint of organizational development, this aspect is crucial as employees are more likely to receptive to change if they see room for growth. However, despite the advantage of reskilling, there are various problems related to reskilling. First, reskilling is associated with cost, time, and workload. For successful reskilling programs, an organization needs funding for education, learning tools, and the availability of time for employees and support from the management. In case companies do not have proper planning when offering training, there is a risk of conducting superficial training that will not address underlying problems. Second challenge is resistance to change. Some employees may see reskilling as a sign that their job will be replaced by technology. If organizational communication is weak, employees may feel threatened, stressed, or uncertain about their future. This can lead to low morale and disrupt the change process. The third problem that reskilling poses is that of the digital divide. According to Aldrin 2024, there is a possibility that digitalization may have unwanted effects such as digital inequality. Some workers may reap more benefits from their increased access to information technology than other workers due to the speed at which they get the information. The first recommendation is that firms should undertake a skills audit prior to implementing any reskilling process. In other words, firms must establish what skill currently exists within their employee pool, what future skills will be required, and the difference between these two metrics. According to Asido and Tanakwa 2025, workforce planning that use data analytics, skills mapping, and constant skills analysis must underpin reskilling efforts. The second recommendation is that training must be tailored and personalized. Firms should avoid using general training programs to train all workers. Training must be customized according to the individual's job role, current skills, and career objective. Asido and Tanakwa 2025 observed that one-size-fits-all models will fail to provide optimal results, thus flexible, collaborative, and on-demand learning programs will enhance the development of future skills. Thirdly, organizations must establish a culture of learning. Employees must be in a situation where they view training as an added responsibility and not a separate activity. The organization must ensure that learning becomes part of organization culture. Employees need to be encouraged to learn and try out new things while making error in controlled manner. To conclude, the reskilling of employees in an organization is an essential process in changing management and organization development, since it enables the organization to cope with changes in technology, markets, and process in the workplace. An organization that acquires technological device without investing in its human capital will experience difficulties, since there are individuals who can operate the machine. Some of the positive effects of reskilling include the enhancement of resilience, innovation, employee engagement, and competitive advantage. Nevertheless, organizations should address issues including cost, change resistance, digital inequalities, and techno-stress that accompany reskilling. Thus, organizations should engage in strategic reskilling involving skills audit, individualized training, learning culture creation, and leadership support.